Hi, I'm Anna, and you're listening to Athena's Live podcast. Hey! Welcome back! I hope you had an amazing week. Mine was certainly quite eventful. I have tons of new projects coming up. I have so many things to share with you guys. I'm so excited to do this, and I just can't wait for it all to get out there. Y'all are gonna be shocked, like really shocked. A little update on last episode, so the episode about the meaning of the word love. The curtain rod of my bedroom has been fixed, and by fixed I mean my friends had an amazing time in a video call, seeing me desperately on top of a ladder try to dismantle the attachments to it. I don't even know how to call them, but at least I did it. I nearly fell a few times. We laughed a lot. It was very funny. So that was done. Also, I've been working, as we said, you and I both know, I've been working on saying the word love a bit more. It has brought a bit more of joy. I know that I said that I did say the word love a lot, but I say it not often to people, more like when I describe things. And I've been forcing myself to say it a bit more to people, like people that I actually love, to tell them I love you, and their reactions was just priceless. So I'm amazed how my own decisions can do a lot of good. Also, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys around who have been just giving me feedback, like sending me love, sending me strength, sending me just good thoughts and amazing stories. This is just incredible. I've had a listener a few days ago actually come up to me and tell me their story and how the episode about the meaning of the word love touched them because they personally had trouble with saying the word love, and they're still in their journey to start to learn how to say the word love, especially to family members. And this just, it touched me so much. When I tell you I cried like a little girl. It was awful, but how some of my words can touch you guys will always be priceless to me, and how hearing about your story and hearing about how you felt from this episode will always be just amazing to me. So now that I've done my little emotional bracket moment, on to the episode, and love you guys. So we're gonna start with today's episode. You know what? I had a whole episode planned. It's actually sitting on my table, on my sketchbook where I have everything written down, and I don't think I'm gonna do that one. I mean, it is a really good episode, and you guys will probably hear about it next week, but that's not how I'm feeling at the moment, so not gonna be here today. This is a complete freestyle. I am not feeling that good today. I mean, I thought I would. I thought I'd be very happy to record, to do everything, to put this all together because I love doing it, but I don't feel that happy. Damn. things in life go up and down very easily, and I guess learning to stay true to yourself at this point is more like trying to just grasp some images that you had of your own self. I'm currently realizing as I'm gonna very soon turn 18. No, wait, 19. I'm gonna turn 19. I'm gonna turn 19 and I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, of course, I love what I'm doing at the moment. I love this podcast. I love all of the things that I'm learning. I love all of the jobs that I'm doing to get myself through everything. But to be honest with you guys, I have no idea where I'm going. And I think I'm okay with it. Kind of. This episode was supposed to be about fueling up yourself to do the things that you want or feel like you need to do. But I don't feel like I can fuel myself up at this very moment. I've had this tradition, so it's a little bit of a self thing, where I write myself letters for my future selves. And I had totally forgotten about it. I had no idea they were here until I stumbled across them as I was looking through my stuff. And I found some of the letters that I wrote to myself. So usually I write as the year that has passed. So 16-year-old me speaks to 17-year-old me, 17-year-old me speaks to 18-year-old me, and it goes on, and I feel like I might share a bit with you guys on this. Dear 17-year-old me, I know that you might be angry with me for leaving you so damaged, so weak. I also know that 15 will greet me with a sad smile. She knew that when she left, things would never be the same. She was aware that I would have the burden that comes with the ending of a lot of things that would make me happy. I agree. I did not make a great deal on my time with her. I broke her in every way possible, and I still don't know who she will become with you. I'm sorry, but I guess the previous years made her bottle up issues that I came across. I, 16, discovered the darkness a bit more. Unfortunately, she seems to have developed other approaches to it. To her, it now materializes as a thick fog that gently wraps around her when she feels like she is giving up. During this time alone, she was able to experience and test this darkness. I don't know how you will be able to manage it, but I believe in you, like all of us before. I hope that you're preparing the biggest and most memorable party with people that will make you feel okay. I already have some ideas. I believe you will need the ones that will be present to this birthday. Drink, laugh, and please never cry again. It hurts her. You don't need to cry. Breathe and focus. This will not be the easiest. I also hope that this 1 week in the mountains with your friends will ever happen. I have a question though. I know that we might never make her the happiest, but please, can we let her at least have a bit of rest from my mistakes? She indeed needs time to stop pretending. She doesn't know who she is now. She played so many roles, the bubbly child, the overweight, the innocent little girl, the hard and fierce one. But when she broke, I thought she was becoming insane. Gosh, she had her deal with me. Did you ever get your license? Since 13 decided she wanted to drive, it has been a key focus. But how did your French baccalaureate go too? I know I had trouble to help, but I don't want to push her too much. I also wish that you get back into drawing. Inspiration comes with change, and I'm sure new things will come up. I have noticed one thing. She started to like her face. She's so pretty, though. I know one day we'll make her love her and love her whole. Dear 18. Fuck. How do I start this? Indeed, 16 left a mess of a woman. We took a few bad decisions, but I am proud of her. I am so proud of who she is becoming. To sum it all up, this year she got through nearly losing her legs again. Facing the premises of a love story. She got into uni. We're all off to diplomacy next year. I have no idea how this is going to go. She went to her first appointment with her therapist. Spent weeks in hospitals for her spine. And got a part of her license between two checkups. She confronted her parents, and she stayed brave. Planned to leave home like a madman, then had to give it all up. She got her first treatment for GAD. All of that within the span of around 10 months. She also stopped using sex to value herself, and after a few too much experiences, she's learning to develop a self relationship with alcohol and people. One thing that I thought was boundaries, and I think made it work. Especially letting go and learning to tell people to fuck off. We also learned that being alone is great, and that we love our company. We are smart, beautiful, intelligent, and funny. Of course, we weren't alone though. Him. I guess there was not much explanation to give but him. Remember how it feels. Honestly, I must admit that I messed up a lot at first. But he's one of the best things that ever happened to us. Dear 18, please teach yourself strength. The strength to stay with people who are good enough for you. Was scared about adulting. Was scared about leaving childhood and not being able to face the world. In my time, I made her go through everything possible. I gave her the keys and the choices to heal from her past. But I don't think she did it yet. I gave her herself, but most importantly, I gave her the love and acceptance she rightfully deserves. I mean, she earned every little bit of happiness I forged for her, and even more. I think I can say that I love her. I love how she got wiser, how she morphed into each and every of us, each and every of our fears, joys, worries, and problems, all rightfully and deservingly living in her. I think I can say that she is hope, so I'm going to call myself that. I, 17, I am hope. To be honest, I did not realize that I wrote this. I had no idea I wrote this. But this makes me think a lot. I have gone through so much in the past year that I forgot how hopeful I was for it. I know that 17-year-old me, when she wrote this, was probably in August, and that most of my life blew up in September. I know that I was joyful and hopeful, that I kept on trying. So, this is my letter. Dear 19. We indeed went through a lot. Therapy has helped, but there are things that you have forgotten that we have dealt with. 17 was right. She was hope. She was so hopeful. It was a bit childish of her, but in the same way, it fired up so many things. I, 18, went through so much. I got bundled up, I got hurt, scared. I had to make choices that no one should ever make. I, 18, went through one of the hardest years of her life. But I I believe I made it through. I made it through, and as I'm coming to become 19, I'm realizing that even though I do not know anything about the world, I know me. I know me in certain ways. I know that I love the rain. I like knives. I like the sound of our own doorbell. I love the feeling of walking barefoot on wooden floors. I love dressing nicely. I love reading. I love my giant teddy bear. I love somehow who I am. I don't believe I've fully made peace with everything that I had to do to survive, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not being perfect. I'm okay with not being the picture or embodiment of the one who's made it. God knows I've tried. I've definitely tried to be perfect, to manage everything to the rightest point, to the perfect end. The thing is, there is no perfect end. No one came to save us. No one came to take us by the hand and tell us things were gonna be okay. But there will be people. We have found people. We have found weird ways to be okay. Weird ways to have others show up for us. We've let them come inside. We've opened ourselves to the entire world. Proof is, we're writing this letter through your very own podcast. So, yeah. 18-year-old me has done a lot. She has achieved more than probably a lot of 18-year-olds out there. But she is still growing and she is still learning from her mistakes. So don't be too harsh on her. Especially in the next years. You have all of this planned and you're ready to get it. But make sure you rest. Make sure you sit down and you enjoy the little things that you've never enjoyed before. Like waking up with the silence. Being able to eat breakfast at your own table. To be allowed to take a shower. To have very soft towels. To have a kitchen filled with plants and a safe space where you can go home. You found your home. And even though it's not perfect in many ways, and even though it's not in the city that you've always wished you were, you managed to build yourself back up together. So dear 19, I hope one day you'll learn. I hope one day you'll learn to be okay. And that whether it is your anxiety or your depression, I hope you'll be okay to have them. To just sit down sometimes and feel the emotions. I know we're working a lot on building ourselves back together and on creating that one person that we will be in the future. But don't forget to look at yourself now and to enjoy the little process. Because I know I did. In some weird ways, when I look back at this year, I enjoyed it. It was hard, it was terrifying, you were scared, there were so many harmful things. But I enjoyed the fact that I, no matter what, stayed true to myself. And I think that's one of the most important things you can learn from me. So a 17-year-old me was hope. I, 18, I am peace.